Hello, 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 hello. I request all staff members, colleagues to kindly get seated. We will begin the program as soon as possible as we are running short of time. Kindly speed up and take your seats at the earliest so that we can start the program immediately. All those who are waiting or standing outside the dome, बुलाऊंगा. I request all the dignitaries, invitees and distinguished guests to take their seats. I request all the colleagues, staff members to take their seats, and a special request to all the media members to take the seats in the front row, please. All the media people who have taken the pain to reach over here and cover this program are kindly requested to take the seats in the front row, please. Okay, so without wasting any time further, we are pleased to invite you all to the inauguration ceremony of the modern world-class experimental salt works, that is CSTARS, in Center for Integrated Salt Technologies and Advanced Research Station at CSIR, Central Salt and Marine Chemical Research Institute. This prestigious event is being organized as a part of 72nd Foundation Day celebrations of CSIR CSMCRI under the guidance of our director Dr. Kannan Srinivasan, a momentous occasion commemorating decade of scientific advancements and industry contributions. So to start with, we now move on to a very special part of our program by inviting our esteemed dignitaries to the stage to take their seats. It is my honor to welcome and invite the distinguished guests who have graciously joined us today, lending prestige and significance to this event with their presence. I wish to call upon our dignitaries to take their seats on dais. So let's welcome our chief guest, Dr. N. Kalaselvi, DG CSIR and Secretary DSIR, to please take her seat. Secondly, I would request Dr. S. Shivram, a Padma Shri Awardee and Chairman Research Council, CSIR, CSMCRI, as a guest of honor to please join us on dais. Next, I would request Mr. N. Kamath, Chief Manufacturing Officer, Tata Chemicals Limited, as a guest of honor to please join us on dais. Next, I would request Dr. K.J. Sriram, Director CSIR CLRI, to please come on the dais. Next, Mr. Chetan Kamdar, Director Bhavnagar Salt and Industrial Works Private Limited and Vice President BSMA, to please join us on dais. We would request our own Director Dr. Kannan Srinivasan to join us on the dais. Next, Dr. Arvind Kumar to please come on the dais, Chief Scientist and DC SMC Division. And finally, Dr. Bhumi Andaria, the Principal Scientist and Project Leader of this FCB project, to please join us on the dais. Thank you everyone. Now, as a mark of respect and token of our heartfelt welcome, we would like to extend a floral greeting to our esteemed dignitaries. So to start with, I would request our Director Dr. Kannan Srinivasan to kindly greet our Chief Guest Dr. N. Kalaselvi, DGCSIR and Secretary DSIR, to greet her. Thank you, sir. Next, again I would request Dr. Kannan Srinivasan to greet our guest of honor Dr. S. Shivram. Third in the list, I would request Dr. Arvind Kumar to kindly greet our guest of honor, Mr. N. Kamath, Chief Manufacturing Officer of Tata Chemicals. I would request Dr. Arvind Kumar to stay on to greet our Director, Dr. Kannan Srinivasan, further. Dr. Arvind Kumar will felicitate Dr. Kannan. And Dr. K.J. Sriram, Director CSIR CLRI, followed by Dr. Kannan Srinivasan, Director CSIR CSMCRI. Mr. Chetan Kamdar by Dr. Arvind Kumar. Next. Thank you, sir. So to start with, to begin our prestigious event, it's my absolute honor to invite a visionary leader, a guiding force, and the dynamic pillar of our institute, someone who continues to inspire growth, excellence, and innovation every step of the way. May I request our very own Dr. Kannan Srinivasan, Director CSIR CSMCRI, to grace us with the welcome address. Let's put our hands together to welcome Dr. Kannan Srinivasan.
Good morning, respected Director General Dr. Kalai Selvi, respected Dr. Shivaram, Chairman of the Research Council of CSIR CSMCRI, and my colleague Dr. Sriram, and my industry friends Mr. Kamath, Mr. Chetan, and the architects behind this whole of the facility, Dr. Bhumi and Dr. Arvind, and all my colleagues, invited industry people, and all my staff, students who have been very keenly involved in this facility creation over the last 3 years, and all who have been present, press and media, everybody, a warm welcome for inauguration of this Saltworks facility. And I mean, this is, I just wanted to only say, because of the short of time, I mean, I prepared a speech, but it is difficult. I know, I mean, we are running short of time. This particular facility is probably a kind of a unique facility in the country where the salt works, how a model salt works should be, what kind of a technology that should be integrated for improving the salt quality and purity, and how these technologies, these processes can be deployed in the commercial salt works, whether it is at what you call several thousand acres level, how this can be basically take a transition from this particular model salt works, which is integrating several technologies. And I mean, as an R&D institute, the technologies are not always as still. It's like a flowing water. New technologies will be developed, I mean, year after year. And all these technologies will be basically practiced and validated over here. And these practiced and validated technologies at this scale, which is at the what you call scale of around 180 acres, will be now, I mean, what you call taken further into a kind of a commercial level with a clear endeavor of increasing the salt productivity of this country. And I'm very hopeful that this facility, which is a facility which is funded by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, our parent organization, is one such unique facility for a pride of the entire CSIR on the whole. And I must congratulate the entire team with the principal investigator, Dr. Bhumi Andaria, and all my team over there. And I also place my sincere thanks to Dr. Sriram, who was the management council member of this institute, and also as a chemicals team director, who have been extremely supportive for the whole journey in the last 3 years. He was associated as both as a team director as well as a management council member. The first approval for this project was done through I mean, the MC meeting, because most of them were expensive and requires a kind of a council's this thing. And I must deeply what do you call thank my all industry friends who have been and also the mentors and the what do you call contributors for this establishment of these salt works. They've been consistently coming, the monitoring committee members, the industry veterans who have been consistently coming and then helping us in what do you call it, improving small design aspects which they have learned from the experience into integrated into these particular salt works. And I sincerely thank all of them on this occasion while I'm welcoming them. And I must thank my Research Council Chairman, Dr. Shivaram. But for him, I mean, this proposal would not have been kind of taken into fruition. Because I mean, he was responsible as not only as the council chairman for this institute, but also as the chairman for facility creation project. This is funded under a category of facility creation project for which he was the chairperson, and he was responsible for overseeing the entire journey of this project. And I'm very happy that, I mean, he was, when we had our council meeting last month, when I requested him, he immediately said, I will block my calendar. I wanted to be here on this occasion. Thank you very much. And I mean, on top of all of them, I mean, I must thank Dr. Kalai Selvi, the Director General CSIR, who has been very, very kind to be graciously present on this occasion. I also thank the former Director General, Dr. Shekhar Mande, who was initially supportive of this concept and made the first beginnings of these projects under his leadership. And I mean, these are all a kind of a collective effort. We as a scientist, we propel our dreams, and the dreams propulsion requires a tremendous amount of support from all kind of fraternities, and I'm very, very, thankful to all of them on this occasion. If I've missed anybody, I mean, it's not intentional because of time. I've written so many people on this thing, and I must, take on this occasion for welcoming you all for this inauguration of the Modern SolveWorks. Look forward to the deliberation, and because of the time, I request all of them, I mean, to curtail their speech because we have to go back to Institute at 10:30 for our Foundation Day celebration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the kind words. Next, leading a project from concept to completion takes just another technical expertise, but also team coordination, strategic planning, and a relentless commitment to excellence. To hear about the journey and the challenges overcome, we now invite Dr. Bhumi Andaria, Principal Scientist and Principal Investigator of this project, to highlight the new interventions and outcomes of this state-of-art facility. She would brief the significance of CSTAR's project. So let's welcome Dr. Bhumi Andaria to brief.
Thank you so much. So first of all, I would like to thank to DG Madam and Central Planning Division, which has funded for this project so that we can have this CSTAR facility, which is a Center for Integrated Salt Technology and Advanced Research Station, which is a fill station generated in 180 acres area for CSMCRI. CSMCRI have since 1954 working in area of salt and marine chemicals and related halophytes, seaweed, algae and value addition. But now we required the technology to be validated and demonstrated at the pilot scale in the field environment, operational environment of the salt farm. So this facility is the actually is a field scale laboratory for the salt industry. So now salt industries and chloroalkali industries every time asking to CSMCRI that where we are going to demonstrate it so that in the next step we can scale up the technology to show the viability and technical aspect, so that we have this platform. And second part is we have designed it in a scientific manner. We have designed many large and small scale saltworks. We are having also overseas projects for the designing and feasibility, but at this stage we have incorporated all new interventions in our modern world-class salt farm here. So that is, we are going to act as a demonstration unit and the skill development center for marginal salt areas and salt industries. Third aspect is that integration. Presently, salt industry is connected with the production of the salt. So here, there is a integration is required for the management of the beaten and value addition. So for the recovering of the magnesium, potassium, bromine, and other high value chemicals that is need to demonstrate the process on the pilot scale. So here we are going to integrate everything so that minimum discharge will be happen in the salt production process, and that will be the extension of the business model for the large scale industries like Tata Chemicals, Grasim Industries and other manufacturers who are involved in the salt production since many years. Fifth aspect is to integrate the microalgae related and seaweed related and halophyte related value addition. So CSMCRI have technologies for the vegetable salt and value addition for the from the microalgae and seaweed. For that we are going to demonstrate in the smaller scale in our model salt farm, but that will be in the operational environment. So that is the third aspect of this center. So this center is for the industry. This is a full-scale laboratory on field. Thank you very much. So I think.
Next, in the series of industry speakers, I would like to invite Mr. Chetan Kamdar, Director, the Bhavnagar Salts and Industrial Works Private Limited and Vice President BSMA, to share his insights.
Thank you and good morning. Dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries off the dais, I see a lot of senior people. Happy to be part of this event today. It is wonderful that we are doing this or opening up this new world-class facility on the 72nd Foundation Day of CSMCRI. Madam, would like to draw your attention that we are today, my company is 82 years old. So we are just about 10 years older than the CSMCRI. But both the institute and our salt works was gifted or donated by late Shri Krishna Kumar Singh ji, if I'm not wrong, the institute building also. And we are happy today that we are together and we are taking the legacy forward. To draw one or two important points, I think as a part of the industry, we need to develop technology that we can take out everything from gypsum all the way to all the possible chemicals till the end of the bitten line, and probably we need to develop that kind of chemical complexes along with the salt works, that we don't limit ourselves only to gypsum, salt, bromine, but we can do magnesium, potassium, and try to develop a technology where we can do all those elements together in one single facility, and that will enhance India's presence in the global map. After opening up the greater run of Kutch and we becoming almost one big exporter country in the world today, I think this year we have almost touched 13 million to 15 million tons of salt exported in the calendar year 24-25. That is almost 70 to 80,000 tons or 60,000 to 70,000 tons of salt every day is being exported out of Kandla and a lot of other ports in Kutch. So we have reached to a phenomenal height and a phenomenal volume. I think, yes, after we just received unfortunate letter about a week back that Government of India is finally closing down the salt department. I think even CSMCRI must have received it. And that makes responsibility of the institute like CSMCRI even more, because you will probably have to play a role of a nodal agency among the entire salt fraternity. Institute is the only technical institute in terms of salt land, salt manufacturing, and salt development in India. And I think that you will have far more responsibility than just being a research institute. To end my speech, we are proud as a salt fraternity. We are very proud to have this institute here in Bhavnagar. We congratulate the entire salt team to put up a beautiful show like what you have done here. And I congratulate CSMCRI on the 72nd Foundation Day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. KJ Sriram, Director CSIR CLRI, to address us.
Respected DG, Professor Shivaram, my colleague, Kannan, thank you for having me here. All that I would like to say at this occasion is that today CSIR is having a facility by which we can showcase to our students, our scientists in the first place, how things work out in an industrial scale. So when we develop something at the lab, they will have a good idea how difficult or how easy it would be to translate things to the industrial scales. Because there's a lot of difference between the lab and this, and I think that would be a real motivator for both the students and scientists in the first place. Above all, after that comes then the industry usage and other things. So I congratulate Kannan. I think we have taken a best step forward in the translation of research from the lab to the industry scales. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sriram. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached a very exciting moment in today's event, the official video launch of something truly special. Get ready to witness innovation, creativity, and cutting-edge technology all come together. We are proud to unveil the technology that has been crafted with passion, precision, and a clear vision for the future. So without further delay, let's turn our attention to the screen and we present to you the official launch video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the reveal. We are delighted to unveil the journey and vision behind the facility through an exclusive video launched by our chief guest, and may I kindly request ma'am to please initiate the launch.
Built on decades of scientific excellence, the Central Salt and Marine Chemicals Research Institute CSIR CSMCRI facility is set to redefine the future of salt production. The experimental salt field, once a largely unused stretch of land, was now being transformed into a modern, fully operational demonstration site. Throughout the process, careful monitoring was carried out, from regular site visits to on-ground tracking, ensuring that every phase of the project moved ahead with precision, purpose, and a commitment to excellence, paving the way for sustainable salt production.
Today we are talking about inauguration of a world-class modern experimental salt works in Bhavnagar. This is one of the very, very important milestones for this institute. This institute is CSIR Central Salt and Marine Chemicals Institute, which was founded in 1954 with an endeavor of self-reliance in salt.
From design to execution, the process begins with settling ponds and reservoirs, designed for smooth brine transition. Condensers that accelerates evaporation. The strengthened bunds use cost-effective, erosion-resistant material, seawater channels, and boundary bunds direct flow seamlessly, feeding into brine and bittern channels. While crystallizer zones demonstrate practical application of scientific advancements. Sustainable construction techniques like concrete salt pan beds minimize seepage. Each step of progress was carefully monitored, documented by field teams to ensure quality control. Smart rainwater discharge systems prevent the site from flooding. And to keep the entire grid running smoothly, HT and LT electrical lines, along with transformers, power the operations round the clock. This scientific layout ensures optimized pans, controlled brine flow, silt-free reservoirs, and sustainable construction raise the standard of solar salt. CSMCRI team designs solar salt, works using softwares like AutoCAD, MIPE, HECRAS, GIS-based monitoring, and flood modeling, keeping the operation resilient in the face of climate change. And precision soil testing is conducted for better results.
The facility creation project is all about modern, world-class experimental salt farm developed in a scientific manner in 180 acres area. The main outcome and visibility of this project is to demonstrate the lab-scale technology on field.
This station is also a testing ground for integrating marine agriculture, specifically seaweed microalgae plantations. The chloroalkali industry relies heavily on salt for its processes. The development of advanced salt works will significantly enhance the salt supply, boosting the industry's growth and making chlor-alkali production more efficient and economically beneficial.
The aim of this salt works, which we have developed, is a model salt works, or you can say the salt works with latest technologies have been developed in CSIR, CSMCRI, and this will serve as a platform for demonstration of different technologies developed in CSIR, CSMCRI, and it will help in the growth of salt industry, which eventually help the growth of chlor-alkali industries, which are based on solar salt.
This modern salt farm will reduce the burden on salt workers by automating the manual racking process, traditionally done in extreme temperatures and saline water, minimizing health risks they face. From rural livelihoods of small manufacturer to industrial growth, this project's impact will pave the way for India to rise from the third to the top salt producer globally. The future of salt industry is here, and it starts in sea stars.
Wonderfully depicted in a video. So behind every successful project, there are people who go above and beyond, putting in the hours, solving the challenges, and turning vision into reality. Today, we will take a moment to recognize the colleagues who made it all happen, the key contributors whose hard work, expertise, and dedication led to the outstanding success of this project. As we invite all our key contributors over here to this phenomenal project to come up on the stage and take a well-deserved bow to recognize and reward the key contributors of this project, I would request our chief guests to felicitate them all together. So I would just call upon the names and please come one, ma'am. Mrs. Sarla Solanki, Mr. Mohsin Kaldoria, Mr. Harinarayan Meena and Shobhit Sharma from Finance, Mr. MP Makhwana, our Senior Superintendent Engineer, Mr. Raymond Soreng from Electrical Section, Mr. Sanjay Chauhan, all come together to take the award. Please all gather together and come together. The names which I have announced: Mr. Sanjay Chauhan, Darshan Patel, students, Jitendra Panchiwala, Chirag Rathod, Jenil Shah, Karan Patel, Miss Sneha Makwana from administrative staff, Mr. Deepak Bhai Dhabi, a field worker, and finally the principal investigator of this project, Dr. Bhumi Andharia, the PI of this FCP project. The team which has worked 24/7 to make this project a success. A special recognition of Dr. Bhumi Andharia from our Honorable Chief Guest. Thank you all. Next, moving further, We are truly privileged to have our guest of honor whose presence here not only graces the occasion but also inspires us all. We deeply value the time and wisdom he has chosen to share with us. I would invite who needs no introduction actually.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kalai Shelvi, DG CSIR, Kannan, Director, Dr. Sriram, Director CLRI, my friends on the dais, of course the leadership of this wonderful facility, Dr. Bhumi and Dr. Arvind Kumar, and all the people who have contributed to the successful commissioning of this facility today. My compliments, my congratulations for the very great job done. I've been a witness to this program for the last 3 years from multiple vantage points. I'm impressed with the commitment, passion, dedication that the team has shown. They have used the money wisely. They have now created this platform, and I think as we discussed, this is a platform for translation. As we celebrate this remarkable accomplishment today, let us also kind of rededicate ourselves to the future task of creating true value out of this investment. And I think that will require a different kind of a challenge, and I hope that the Institute will create the necessary mechanism to make sure that year after year we generate multiple, in multiple levels of value out of this investment that CSIR has so generously contributed in creating this facility. This is what I call is a long problem. This is the most complex problem to translate from a very limited laboratory environment where every parameter is controlled by the scientists to an open field where no parameter is controlled. And the question is, how do you translate? Now let's not underestimate this challenge. In the lab, the scientist has great command over his experiments. In nature, we are helpless. You know, we are actually, in a way, spectators to a large extent. And therefore, the question comes, how do we bring the power of science in order to command an environment, in order to produce results that will satisfy the needs of humankind? It's not an easy challenge. We call these things the long problems. We call these things the complex problems. It requires understanding the variable parameters across multiple, both in scale and time. And I think please understand that you require both spatial and temporal scales to understand complex problems. And this is something that scientists in the laboratory are not taught to do. And therefore, I hope that this will become the beginning of CSMCRI to become a leader in trying to solve what we call complex problem across scale and time. I hope that this will be the auguring, this is the augury of this very important journey, and we look forward to hearing more and more successes from CSIR, CSMCRI in the years to come. Thank you for having me here. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you.
Next, I would request our guest of honor, Mr. N. Kamath, CMO, Tata Chemicals Limited, to address us.
Respected DG, CSIR and Secretary, DSIR, Dr. Kalai Selvi Madam, respected Padma Shri Awardee and Dr. RC Chairman, Dr. Shivaram Sir, and Dr. KJ Sriram, and Dr. Kannan, and my industrial colleagues and all the CSMCRI staff. First of all, congratulations to CSMCRI on their 72nd Foundation Day, as well as good wishes. And there is no better way to celebrate the Foundation Day by dedicating a project which is going to add value to the country and to the industry in the future. So this is one such very important occasion for not just for the institute, but also to the people who are associated with salt and the industries who are associated with salt. As a Tata Chemicals, we are proud to be associated with this premier institute for many, many years, right from the, not just on the models of salt works, bromine, extraction from the, sulfate of potash, or now currently we are involved in extracting biofuel from the algae. So, and it is also prouder for us to be a part of this project. And part of this project means one of our members, Mr. Param, is also a part of the task force led by Dr. Bhumi and Dr. Arvind. Why this project is important for the industry? I always, being a RC member, I always look forward to RC council meeting where Dr. Shivram heads the entire committee. It's penchant for intricate details. The questions he asks, we have to, I think, thank Mr. Dr. Shivram for this project, because every time the project is presented, his question is it commercially viable? Is it good for the industry? Is it good for the country? I think these three things he keeps asking us, and it's very important that he chairs our committee, and the direction he has given has helped us to complete this project. Why is it important for the industry? I mean, if you look at the Gujarat produces more to 80 to 85% of the salt across the country. And more than 60,000 agarias are dependent on this industry. And if you look at in the last few years, where Gujarat has produced its peak, I think peak production has been 40 million tons, maybe in the 2005-06, which has dwindled down to as low as 22 million tons in 2022-23. I think my friend Kamdar said it is going to be 340 somewhere around this year. So we have slowly clawed way up back to this level. But what is impacting this entire production? The entire production is impacted by the climatic change, the erratic rains. You see, if we go by the data, the cyclonic storm has increased by 50% in this region over the last 10 years. The rains have increased by more than doubled in some cases and more than 1.5 times in some cases. And also the duration of the monsoon has increased. This is putting a lot of pressure on the industry. And this model salt works is one experimental salt works which will bring in most of the solution. I said, I'm sure by the way it has been constructed, I'm sure it will bring a lot of solutions to the table for the industry. I mean, if the yield has increased, what do you do? Either in terms of salt works, you can increase the area. That is not possible. The more you get into the, increasing the area means what? We have to get into the inlands. There is no land. Secondly, you can increase the yield of the same land, same salt works that you have been using. Third, there is a possibility we can use digitization, automation for the increasing the yield. And fourth being the very important, how do we challenge the climatic change and overcome the climatic changing challenges by putting in some SOPs. Now, if I look at, we had done a study, madam, and what is going to be the climatic impact on the overall system, specifically for our salt works. It says that in the 50 years horizon, the monsoon will be doubled. It is already doubled. I think they said 50 years and it has happened within 10 years. Secondly, the storm surge will be more than 1 meter. That means some of the salt works may get submerged by 2050, 2070. Some of the salt works may not be there. And also the tidal, sea level rise will be to the tune of 1 meter maybe in the next 50 years. These are going to impact entire salt works, entire salt production of India. So the way one is to improve the yield. This model salt works can improve the yield from currently, which is at now 50 ton per acre, maybe to 80 ton per acre, which will address many of the issues. Yield, maybe by adding some additives, by adding some dyes, the experimentation can be done. And for the digitization and the other parts, I would say entirely, can we do the feed system? Can we do the discharge system? Can we adjust the level of the entire condenser crystallizers by way of automation, digitization based on the climatic conditions. I mean evaporation rate, temperatures, humidity, and the wind velocity. So that can be modeled entirely into the SolidWorks. So we have a lot of opportunity to learn and implement the same thing. With this SolidWorks, and also for the climatic changes, they have done very good monsoon drain system which can drain the monsoon water very fast and bring back the SolidWorks into operation in no time. So the other part is, it's very important for the every industry to collaborate now, because it becomes even more important for the industry to bring to the table what are their challenges in each of the SolidWorks, whether it is in terms of Lakpat, whether it is in Kavda, whether it is in Saurashtra, whether it is in Malia. So all the industrial collaborators can come together, join here with CSMCRI for the experimentation, what challenges are they are making, what the solutions can be, whether it is percolation losses, seepage losses, and also important is, can we derive, it's called Samudra Manthan, what we call Samudra, can we derive, extract many other chemicals from the seawater? And this SolidWorks will bring in a lot of opportunities for the industry to extract chemicals, to improve the yields. I'm sure this would help the industry going forward. And thank you, CSMCRI and the team that is headed by Dr. Arvind and Dr. Bhumi for bringing this up, and Dr. Kannan for spearheading this entire project. Thank you very much and all the very best.
Thank you, sir. We will now proceed with signing of Memorandum of Understanding for Inline Project. This will be led by our head BDIM, Dr. Kamlesh Prasad. I would request Dr. Kamlesh Prasad to announce the Memorandum of Understanding to be signed along with the PI.
Good morning to all of you, all dignitaries of the dais, on the dais, and my colleagues. On this auspicious occasion, I would like to announce two sponsored projects. Number one is from, it is for the design and development of solar salt works for 1600 hectares. It is in Senegal, and it is an international project costing around $60,000 US. And second project is with GSCL. It is costing 25 lakhs, and it is on a development of solar salt works in a scientific way for 16,000 acre of area. Along this, and this is since this is a FTT project, two technology know-hows going to be transferred. This is on development of optimized technology integrated system to increase the solar salt yield, to enhancing the evaporation rate. Both these technology will be transferred to Tata Chemicals and GSCL. So I congratulate all the team members, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kamlesh. It's now time to unveil the joy of first fruits, the sweet yield of new beginnings, and announce the distribution of the first harvested salt of sea stars. I request to offer our first harvested salt to the honored hands from soil to ceremony, and it will be the souvenir related to the salt, and 1 kg of salt will be given by Dr. Arvind Kumar and Dr. Bhumi Andaria to our honorable guests on dais. Please give a round applause. Thank you all dignitaries on the dais for the honors. Now, it is with a great pride and honor that I extend a warm welcome to our distinguished leader and an integral force behind the advancement of research and innovation in our country. We are truly privileged to have us today, and as the time is short, I would request our chief guest to have addresses.
So, Namaskar, Vanakkam, and pleasant morning to each and every one of you. First of all, very happy birthday to team CSMCRI. Though it is one day after which you are celebrating your birthday, you are celebrating in a totally different way. Can a birthday be celebrated at this scale? I'm really getting excited. So on a birthday, normally people will give max one toffee, one chocolate, or one cake, or one ice cream. But this institute, CSMCRI, is giving to my 10,000 member family of CSIR 2 kg of salt on their birthday. Meaning is, all 10,000 family members, every time we take food, we have to say, thank you, CSMCRI. I think this is a great, great gesture that you have created, and therefore this 72nd Foundation Day of CSMCRI is so very special, not only to the institute, but to the entire CSIR fraternity. At least for another 1 year, everyone will be chanting the name of CSMCRI for the kind of 2 kg salt that is going to be distributed to my entire family of CSIR. So congratulations, Kannan Srinivasan, for making this particular thing in reality. Second exciting thing is, normally whenever we talk about any kind of R&D, and when it is coming from a lab to land, or lab to industry, or lab to market, my first question to that PI will be, what is the scale in which you will be able to demonstrate? I think in my lifetime, I'm first time seeing a live demonstration of a particular technology at a scale of 168 acres. Hearty congratulations to Bhumi and her HOD and the entire team of CSMCRI, because you have proven it in real time and in the real time scale that 168 acre land, you are just integrating all the technologies. More than 6 to 7 technologies are getting integrated. And this is where you start playing with the nature also. So Gujarat is a place which is many a times giving a lot of surprises and magical moments with respect to tides. Because I just read in one particular newspaper or in some book about an article that there is a temple where the tide only decides what is the time at which the puja should take place. And I was not able to believe, but I experienced. So the moment me and Sri Ram, along with few other RC members, when we reached, we thought that we cannot even reach out to the temple, but the water completely got slowed down and we reached and we performed puja, and when we came out, then it became a completely water-filled area. Therefore, this is how Gujarat, I think the entire Gujarat state and especially my scientific fraternity, you are again proving that it is not only the way it is believed or it is reported. Now we from scientific side, we start playing with the tide, because tide may come at 2 o'clock, tide may come at 1 o'clock, midnight, evening, whatever it may be. We can still make use of the time at which the tide comes, and we can still make the water available. So we can make use of the creek, and we can really make a kind of a pumping facility by means of which I was shown that at a depth of 4.5 meters, they are making all the scientific arrangements by means of which all the time the water will be made available, so that on an average in a day, around 7 to 8 hours, they can have this kind of a salt water flow in this field. And I'm being told that there are different stages at which the water is getting treated. This is the beauty of science. So they are taking the advantage of the topography. So topographical advantage and the scientific intervention makes it possible. Then the water, when the water is flowing at different levels, carbonates get eliminated at one stage, then gypsum, the sulfates, they get eliminated at the second stage, then comes the chloride, then again it's a mixture, then they talk about the washing. Even after washing, and when they are completely convinced with a kind of an industrial grade or an edible grade sodium chloride, then also they don't want to leave the water as such. They call it a seabeton. Then they feel and they found, they identified, now they are demonstrating that from the C-bitten again, magnesium could also be extracted. Not only magnesium, potassium is there, strontium is there, and I have read, and I still recall in the year 2012, I also wrote one proposal called Mapping and Tapping of Lithium. There I just wrote about one page that I learned from CSMCRI that even after the magnesium is recovered from the C-bitten, still the water contains ppm amount of lithium. Is it possible to extract lithium from that? I just put a question mark. Even now it is remaining as a question mark. Let's try when it is going to become an exclamatory mark. So what I want to say is, what and all water can give? What are all the various products that you can really expect from water? It is this institute that is proving water could be used not only for drinking, but also to make salt, but also to grow certain plants, to grow some algae, to get some metals, to make some chemicals, and apart from all these things, from these algae, you can just even go and make it as a fuel also. Can you get a fuel from water? Is it not an oxymoron? But science makes oxymoron also. It is no longer an oxymoron. Both are possible. Because it is the basic philosophy of the earth and life on earth. Because the life on earth is controlled by only 5 different factors. We call it as Panjabhuta. And therefore, if at all you handle science, you manage science, and you monitor science, and you make science in such a manner, you can even get a fuel from water. I think this is one of the best times that the entire country should give a big salute to this institute, because this institute is now coming up with the kind of making a history, because even international players hereafter will come and visit this particular place, and they will try to learn certain things, and therefore this is the place, and this is an academy or academia, and this is the classroom, and this is a naturally driven classroom by means of which they will take message and they will get it implemented in their country also. In short, I think this is the time I, on behalf of CSIR, completely agree with all the leaders, those who have already generously appreciated and congratulated. My hearty congratulations first goes to Dr. Kannan Srinivasan for your very dynamic leadership and your very focused, target-oriented research, getting the work done from the scientists as well as the researchers and making it happen in the real time. Hearty congratulations to you, Kannan. And I should not stop here without thanking all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais with a special relevance to Professor Shivram and Dr. Sriram, because in 2 different ways they have completely supported. They have shouldered the responsibility. They made CSIR and me to understand the importance of this work along with Kannan, and therefore now Bhumi and her team is able to do everything. I wish to conclude like this. Everything is happening on earth. Bhumi is nothing but earth. And now all the magics of water are made possible not only by Mother Earth, but also a scientist called Bhumi also. So hearty congratulations to Bhumi and your entire team. And I want all of you to remember one more thing also. There is a proverb in Tamil which is called Uppitavarai Ullalavum Ninai. Meaning is, if at all somebody is feeding you, the food contains a pinch of salt. Because you can't forget the whole food, but if the salt is there, the food will become an unforgotten event. And if at all somebody is feeding you at least once in your life, you should not forget that person, because the person has given you a pinch of salt, and therefore you are giving 2 kilograms, and therefore we will always remember each and every one of you. 200 scientists in 168 acres are going to make 10,000 people of CSIR to remember for the days to come, the years to come, and all the time you will be celebrated and cherished in a great manner. Thank you so very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. सफलता की कहानियां सिर्फ लिखी नहीं जाती, वे दूरदृष्टि, समर्पण और दृढ़ निश्चय के साथ ईंट दर ईंट जोड़कर बनाई जाती है. जिनके मार्गदर्शन में ये परियोजना सफल मुकाम पे पहुंची है, मैं उन डॉक्टर अरविंद कुमार, चीफ साइंटिस्ट, डीसी, एसएमसी डिवीज़न, इनको आमंत्रित करता हूं कि वो वोट ऑफ थैंक्स देने के लिए यहाँ पे आए और कार्यक्रम का समारोह।
Thank you, Sanjay Patel. And so lot of contributors, that's why I have written the names so that I should not forget anyone. Because good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to cast the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion, the inauguration of modern salt works of CSMCRI. It's a significant milestone in our journey, ma'am. So first and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt thankful to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. N. Selvi, Director General, CSIR and Secretary DSIR. Ma'am, your gracious presence has added immense value to this event. We are deeply honored by our continued sport leadership, which inspire us to aim higher and innovative further. I wish to sincerely thank our distinguished guest and Chairperson, Research Council, Professor S. Sivaram, who generously considered this project for funding under CSIR facility creation project and also continued support and valuable suggestions over the period. I extend a special thanks to Dr. K.J. Shriram, Dr. D.S. Reddy, the theme directors chemicals and petrochemicals for their continued support in this project, ma'am. A special word of appreciation goes to our director, Dr. S. Kannan, Director CSR, CSMCRI, whose consistent guidance, encouragement and belief in this project have been pivotal for this start. Thank you, Dr. Kannan, for all the support. We are grateful to our industrial colleagues and salt manufacturers, Mr. N. Kamath, Dr. Chetan Kamdar, and other industrial persons. I know the names of each and everyone actually. They are very close to me because I am working on salt for last many years, madam. So all of you, I cannot name you, but your support is, immense for us. On this occasion, I would like sincerely thanks to our task force committee. Since the beginning of this project, we made a task force comprising of different industries people. That were Mr. Param Dave is sitting here, Rana is here, Kotechaji is here, Chetanji is here, and some structural engineers from different engineering colleges and universities. So all the members, so we highly thank to you for this. And we have also involved small scale salt manufacturers peoples, the associations which are manufacturing salt at a very small scale. So all these have been involved and considered their problems to solve here. And a big round of applause and heartful congratulations to Dr. Bhumi sitting over here. She was the principal investigator of this project. Her team, dedicated efforts all the way. So within a time frame, actually, we have completed this. So congratulations, Dr. Bhumi, once again. And again, my sincere thanks to Dr. Bishwajit Ganguly, our chairman, Foundation Committee, and team. And I also extend my appreciation to my fellow colleagues from Salt and Marine Chemical Divisions. Dr. Upadhyay, Bipin, Sumit, all were involved at every stage of making this come true. And my thanks goes to our allied divisions, mostly administration, finance and accounts, stores, purchase, workshop and others. They have timely, helped us, they cooperated us all through this journey. And your efforts have been the backbone of this successful event, I tell you. Makwana ji is sitting here, our civil engineer. So all the administrative and civil persons, sincere thanks to you people. And finally, a warm thank to each and everyone who is present, who is witnessing this occasion. Your participation and encouragement make this celebration more meaningful. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Now we will be proceeding for our Foundation Day celebration. So all are, requested to be in the institute, in our institute auditorium.
सब